when I come here, I remember how impactful a local brick and mortar business like this can be, and that's really cool. My name is Hannah Pasquinzo, and I own the Art of Motion Dance Studio here in Fayetteville, Arkansas. So I enrolled in dance classes as a kid, as a lot of people do, and in college, my first job was as a dance instructor. I started working more and more and taking less and less hours at school, and eventually thought, like maybe I should give this a go. And so I dropped out of college and started a dance studio when I was 21.
Studio manager and instructor Rachel Schock explained her first impression of Hannah and her journey to starting the studio.
I started working at the Art of Motion the 2020-2021 season. I was 21 when I interviewed for the job, so trying to put myself in those shoes of like starting a business at that age, I couldn't comprehend it. I think my first reaction to Hannah herself was that she was just a really kind, caring, and like authentic person. And then when I found out that she started the studio when she was 21, I think I started to realize how brave, ambitious, and maybe like a little insane she was.
Hannah then told us her biggest lesson learned from owning the Art of Motion.
Sometimes I think in order to start a business, you have to be a tiny bit delusional. Like there was a naivete that I had, but when I started the business, that just felt like I'm doing this, like I can and I will, and I did, but didn't expect all the challenges that came with it. The biggest challenge for me, and I think it is actually pretty common in industries where people, like creative industries, where there's a lot of passion involved, and so you start a business and then you're like, whoa, like I don't know how to run an actual business. I used to do everything myself and teach every class, and so hiring new people and learning about human resources was a big hurdle. The silver lining of like, oh, I don't have to do it all by myself, and by hiring people that I work really well with and people who have their own gifts and talents that might even differ from mine, helped me grow and expand the business into what it is now, for sure.
Hannah shared how she has applied what she has learned at the Art of Motion to her personal life.
There is part of me that's always been afraid of judgment. I spent a lot of time making decisions in my life a little bit afraid of what other people might think. I had an aha moment where one time and I thought, wait a second, at the studio I've made so many choices that people have judged. Like what time I decided to make that class, or the date that I chose for recital, or like there was a bravery that I showed in my business that I wasn't translating into my personal life. And so having that aha moment, I was like, wait a second, like I can do hard things in my business up against the fear of judgment, and I can take that and use that in my personal life too.
Hannah's a really great leader. She's extremely honest, and she does a really great job of cultivating an environment within the staff that allows us to feel comfortable to come to her and ask her questions and know that she's going to give us good feedback and honest feedback. I think that the community here has been extremely impactful for me. I've made a lot of like long-lasting relationships. Our receptionist spoke at my wedding, so I think that I've made friendships that I think will last for a really long time. I think my dad used to say it all the time, and I think that I didn't see it being true until I worked here, but if you do what you love, you never work a day in your life.